Hello and welcome to this video on making an origami buckyball. In this video we will be making this geometric shape using pieces of folded paper. This shape is an example of a buckyball, which is named after the engineer and architect Buckminster Fuller. Buckyballs are studied in different areas like chemistry, architecture, and math. This particular one has 12 sides or faces, each one with a pentagon shaped opening, a pentagon having 5 sides and 5 vertexes. Another common example of a buckyball are some soccer balls, the ones that have pentagons and hexagons. I will be showing you how to fold pieces of paper next. It involves 30 square pieces of paper. The squares can be almost any size as long as all the squares are the same size. You can also use one color for the whole thing, or you can use any combination of colors. Now I will show how to fold each piece of paper. The same sequence of folding will be used for all 30 pieces. Our goal is to get from our square to this shape with 2 triangles. Take our square and fold it in half. Line up side to side and corner to corner and crease. Now fold each of these halves in half again. Line it up again, crease, and repeat on the other side. To get the accordion shape. So starting with the 2 peak side on top, we are going to be folding one corner down to make a triangle, just like that, lining it up with the side down here and creasing it. Now coming to the other corner, we're also going to fold that down to make the other half of the triangle, folding it so that the middles are close to each other, and creasing up here. So take that tab and fold it back up, and line it up with the bottom here. So we have one continuous line segment. And now make a second one of these triangles in a similar way, starting with the top left corner, folding down and over, creasing it, and then this part in the top right will go back and down. So instead of going back, I'll just flip it around because it's easier for me to flip it around and do it toward me. Crease, and now we have our 2 triangle shape. This is called a fizz unit, spelled P-H-I-Z-Z. The P and the H standing for pentagon and hexagon, and then the Z and the Z in fizz standing for zigzag, because if we open this up, it does have these zigzag folds. And this was developed by Tom Hull, who is a mathematics professor, and you could find more about him and this work online. So now we are going to put these units together to build our ball. Each point has 3 units, 1, 2, 3, that interlock with each other. This goes into this goes into this, and this goes into this. I'm going to take another one of my fizz zigzag units, and I'm going to insert one into the other so these creases go in the same direction and line up. And you'll notice there are multiple pockets that you can put it in, here, here, one on the other side. You can use any pocket you'd like. And then insert into here, like so. Next I'll get a third unit to interlock with those. The creases here will line up the red and the yellow. In the red, and insert, and then this will go into the yellow so that they interlock. So do your best to hold it together. So now I have my bump. It's not perfect, you know, there's some space there, but as long as it's close and good enough. Fold up on these a little bit after you insert them. And we have our bump. So now that I have this unit, I'm going to build on the end of one of the pieces to make another bump. And now I have two, and I can just continue building until my pentagon hole takes shape. Here I already have 3 sides, and then when I have enough for 5, I can close that pentagon and keep building up. So fast forwarding, I started out with a couple bumps here and started adding on to the ends to make more and more until I got a pentagon shape. I'm going to place that on the bottom for now, and then I kept building up and up until my ball started to close in on itself. Right here I still have some open ends. I have here 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 sides for this opening. I know now that I can just close this up to form the hole. So I close that up, and then here I would need a third piece to close this bump. And for this particular buckyball, since I'm doing 3 colors, to get them to alternate and not have any 2 colors touch, I'm using 1 of each color for each of my 3 pieces around. Toward the end, it is possible that a couple of the same color might end up touching. If you want to make sure that no color touch anywhere, there is a pattern you could follow. If you're interested and want to follow up, you're welcome to call or email or stop in, and I can show you how to do that. Okay. And now toward the end, I have these edge pieces here. So it might require some playing around to figure out where to put each piece to form the final pentagons. Find out a way to close it up, and you'll have one final pentagon on the top. So now I have all my pieces assembled except for this last one. And Might be a little tricky to get everything to fit together. Might need to tighten things up a bit in places. Alright, I think that's pretty good. Now I have alternating colors. Now we have a full buckyball. Thank you for watching.